We'll start off by looking at a graph for the Dow Jones Industrial Average for the last several months. As we can see, in the last month or two, we've been in a trading range. Every time the Dow got to 13,000, about 13,000, it went back down. Just recently, actually Friday, going above 13,000 for the first time in a while since May. Most of the volatility seen here is attributed to the debt problems in Europe, as well as unemployment concerns and slow growth in the U.S. And since those problems likely won't go away soon, this type of volatility could continue. The stock we're looking at today is Daniels Midland with ticker symbol ADM. They connect crops and markets in more than 75 countries. Most of the future growth is expected to be from Latin America and Asia. They convert corn, oilseeds, wheat, and cocoa into products for food, animal feed, as well as other industrial and energy uses. The last quote from Friday we see here at $27.54. Daniels operates in 4 business segments: oilseeds processing, corn processing, agricultural services, and other. Considering some of the financial numbers, the table to the left here shows us the earnings per share for ADM for the last 7 years, which allows us to determine that the current 3-year average price to earnings multiple is 9.45, while the 7-year average price to earnings multiple is 10.48. The other thing besides these PE multiples we see here causing ADM to show up on the screens of value investors is the price to book ratio. Actually, ADM is currently trading at about book value. The price to book ratio is actually 1, so that's so they're definitely in ADM is definitely in value territory currently. We also see the return on invested capital number here for the last year, 5.3%, while the 5-year average is a better looking 9%. The current dividend yield is 2.54%. One of the main things putting pressure on the share price for ADM has been the price of corn increasing significantly due to the drought across the U.S. and the negative impact that'll have on the corn crop this year. This graph actually shows us, this graph is for the corn exchange traded note, which tracks the price of corn, and we see this incredible spike in the price of corn in the last month here. Which, if we look at it's interesting, if we look at the Daniels graph, we see almost the inverse of the corn price. It's gone down significantly in the last month or two, just recently recovering a little bit here. So despite the risks from the crop yield and the pressure that's put on the stock, the long-term outlook is good, fueled by world population growth, as well as the increased global demand for protein and grain-based crops. So considering the current valuation discussed in the previous slide, for a long-term investor, ADM is at least something to consider at current levels. That sums it up for this edition. Remember to check the blog with the site seen here for the next post. Thanks. Bye.